Recruit was about to pick up a basketball from the floor and ended up almost losing his life. The escort trooper said, "Don't you fucking know you can't just go near a cash truck?" Jack said, "I'll pick up the basketball. I didn't mean to." Jack's comrade rushes out to help, but the escort didn't give him any face. Luckily, the instructor came over in time. The recruit was spared punishment. In order to make the new recruits less money-minded, the captain took them out on duty the next day. He saw the bundles of money being thrown into the shredder. Jack was stunned. He said, "That's a lot of money. If I had a fucking bundle of it, I'd have solved all my problems." And then a bundle of money fell at his feet. He says, "Really?" The man's blood pressure spikes as he looks at the money at his feet. The manager says, "Hey, look, watch his face. How many times have I told you? In our line of work, soldiers should be less money-minded. They should look at money as a pile of paper, a pile of worthless shit." And the officer on the other side says, "Bullshit. Money is money. Treating money like dirt is the realm of a saint. At least I can't do it. Can you?" The manager couldn't say a word on the spot, but he thought of his sick father and his younger brother who was in school. The man for a while also became difficult to choose between left and right. The attention of the people around him wasn't on him at all, so he began to slowly approach the bills. The manager said, "I just want to let you know that when faced with the temptation of money, human will is actually very fragile." Seeing that the man is about to touch the banknote, everyone was so nervous that they couldn't breathe. Then he lifted his uncontrollable right foot and calmly kicked the bundle of bills into the pit. This also made the captain in the monitoring room breathe a sigh of relief. Started to sneer at the bank president next to him. He said, "How about it? You can't judge a person by the surface, right?" Jack also passed this test and gained the captain's approval. The next step is the armed transportation. In order to ensure that the $10 trillion of cash is safely delivered to the designated location, the armed police force mobilized 9 trucks to transport the cash. Since this is an unprecedented cash transportation operation, leaders at all levels came to the command room. The most accurate satellite positioning was used throughout the deployment, but the temptation of money is fatal. A group of criminals had been waiting at the neighboring intersection. Just as the money truck reached the bridge, a suspicious white jeep suddenly entered the convoy. Seeing this, the squadron leader immediately ordered them to push them out of the convoy. The money truck in front of them received the order, suddenly slowed down. The white car was pushed out, but the car continued to push into the convoy again. When the captain saw it, he was furious, directly accelerated the female driver out of the main traffic lane. The woman was forced to stop and immediately got out of the car and made a mysterious phone call. At this time, the captain reported the scene to the command room, asked to investigate the suspicious car. Soon the police came to the door, started to investigate the woman's identity information, but did not find any suspicious behavior. It seems that she really did not mean to cut in line just now. After the problem of the woman driver was solved, a new problem appeared. The road was supposed to be smooth, but today there was a massive traffic jam. The captain, who hadn't yet recovered, was nervous again. He ordered all the soldiers to get out of the car and be on guard. The bank manager found out through inquiries there was a serious traffic accident ahead, but the traffic police did not arrive at the scene. A bad feeling came over him. At that moment, a suspicious old man suddenly started directing the traffic. Seeing that he couldn't get through in a short time, the captain immediately ordered to find a new road. Unexpectedly, the car had just gone 2 miles when the tire of the truck suddenly blew out. A fleet of trucks with $100 trillion in them suddenly had a flat tire. Thinking about the car accident that just happened, Jack instantly realized that this was a long-planned conspiracy. The purpose was to lure them to this road and then carry out the robbery. Jack ordered the men to change the spare tires and put the soldiers on alert. But in the midst of all this tension, a small car suddenly approached. The woman was very strong in the face of the armed police. Jack noticed a pistol protruding from the car. The crowd swarmed around the white car and surrounded it, but they realized that there was only one child in the car, and the gun was just a toy gun. But this scene directly pissed off the child's mother. The woman said no one would leave until she gave an explanation. After that, she made a complaint call. At that moment, a drone suddenly came out of the sky, and there was an unusual movement in the cornfield. The captain ordered the snipers to shoot down the drone. With a bang, the drone went to heaven on the spot. The woman was scared by the gunshot and hid in the car. In order not to delay the money transportation mission, the captain ordered everyone to leave immediately. But just after they had walked 5 kilometers, a group of armed policemen suddenly appeared at the intersection ahead. The captain hurriedly got out of the car and negotiated with them, saying that they were on a special mission and hoped that they would be accommodating. But the police stopped them for searching for flour. The atmosphere at the scene was very tense. When the captain heard that they wanted to search, he immediately put himself on the highest level of alert. Seeing that they were serious, the police had to let them go. When the convoy arrived under the bridge, they found 2 trucks in front of them. Before they could understand the situation, a group of gunmen suddenly appeared. In the nick of time, the police arrived. The captain thought they were here to help them. He didn't expect the police to point their guns at them the next moment. Just when the captain ordered to prepare for the death of the fish, a senior leader came to the scene in time. He explained to the crowd that this was actually a simulated drill.